Alrighty, booby tubes. So last Friday you had the NATO admiral, the Dutch guy, coming out and saying, congratulating Sweden for introducing conscription again, and warning that the citizens of Europe, we fall into that, need to prepare for war. Well, the citizens of NATO, sorry, need to prepare for all-out war with Russia. And part of that all-out war would be conscription. So let's have a wee look at what the talking heads and whatnot are saying today, or this morning, this week. So there's a 1939 feel to the world. Oh, ain't she sweet? She wants to kill another million people on the street. So Tobias Ellwood warns of possibility of conscription. This isn't the NATO admiral saying this. This is the head of the UK army dude. General Sir Patrick Sanders is expected to suggest that the public could face a call up to the army in the event of war with Russia. Are you ready, folks? Are you ready to die in the name of our leaders? Are you ready to go and fight Russia in Ukraine? You want to go and fuck some babalenkas while you're getting shot at by Ruskies? Hold on a second.
If we go to war with Russia, we could find that our youth...
There we go. That should be working.
may have to be conscripted. If we go to war with Russia, we could find that our youth may have to be conscripted. That's a bit alarming.
Yes, head of the British Army, one of the most
Woohoo!
cerebral thinkers that we've got, a strategist. We need to listen and listen carefully. We've been too complacent. I think I've said this many times with you. What's coming over the horizon should shock us. It should worry us, and we are not prepared. We've had a couple of decades, 3 decades or so since the Cold War. Life has gone well. It's now going to get more difficult as authoritarian states exploit our timidity, our perhaps reluctance to really put fires out. And the best example of that is a democracy on the corner of Eastern Europe that in its 3rd year is now in conflict, and we've not resolved that. So Patrick Saunders is saying, prepare for what's coming.
A war started by the European Union and the West's intervention in Ukraine, starting Maidan, funding Maidan, orchestrating Maidan to kick out a democratically elected leader in Yanukovych because he was going to gear the Ukrainian economy with Russian Federation's economy, not the European Union. And they rely, the news, the media, the fucking warhawks rely on people having a concentration span as long as a fucking TikTok video or a goldfish to get this shit, to still spew this pish.
Coming over the horizon. There is a 1939 feel to the world right now. These authoritarian states are rearming. There's a risk averseness about the West in wanting to deal with that. And institutions, global institutions such as the United Nations, aren't able to hold these errant nations to account. In fact, the UN, I'd go further, is reaching its League of Nations moment unless it's reformed. So that's where the world is heading. We need to wake up to that. There's a mindset now of this era of insecurity that we're heading towards, but we're still on a peacetime defense budget of just 2%. That does need to change. And the Red Sea is a great example that if you don't step forward, if you're not robust in dealing with those that are testing the envelope, it will be our weakness will be exploited, and it will affect our economy.
Now this guy's doing the rounds and saying this to anybody that will listen this morning, prior to the head of the army coming out and making a statement today, which it's strongly suggested that he's going to be talking about conscription and the very real possibility that we're going to have to do it in the event of war because our army is so small. Now, an argument to be had is this is just warhawks posturing for more money, right? And I can understand why people would go down that route, On the other hand, if you look around what's happening in the world as a whole, this doesn't seem to be posturing. It seems to be people like, oh, holy fuck. He was talking about the horizon. There could be a genuine all-out, balls-to-the-wall fucking war with Russia coming to you soon. I think Netflix is releasing it next Friday, maybe. I don't know. So there you have it. You're ready for conscription, folks. Maybe start getting wee hidey holes to hide your kids. Keep them away from the fucking front line. Fighting a fruitless war for fruitless people's fucking ideologies that fucking doesn't impact us one way or the other. And again, it's the populi, the fucking young, dumb, young, dumb and full of cum kids that will die. And for what? And for what? So that we could absorb the Ukrainian economy into the European Union. Sorry, that isn't up my list of fucking things to die for. Fucking some Borsk and a fucking Babalenka fucking shit. Anyway, there you go. Get ready for conscription. Get it. Got it. Good. Cat cheese. No cats or cheese were used in this filming.
Clips.
And remember, citizens, always subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. And $19.95 plus shipping and handling will keep you out of hell.